everybody talking about fuck the streets, nigga. I got something for y'all.
It's about to go down.
Fuck the suburbs, nigga. Fuck the sidewalk y'all was walking on. Fuck the porch you was sitting on. Fuck the window you was peeking out of. Hey, civilian, what about that time you got drunk and killed that car full of people? You fucking drunk? Hey, civilians, what about the time you did mortgage fraud, falsified the information to get the loan for the house to raise them good-ass kids in? You fucking fraud. Hey, civilians, what about the time when I was a kid, my grandma's identity got stole? The streets wasn't doing fraud yet. I ain't getting no presents that year. Hey, civilians, what about the time I gave y'all my last $10 on pump 2? I looked at the shit. I know it didn't look right. A month later, I see y'all getting indicted. We the people y'all giving half of their gas to. Hey, civilians, what about all that workhouse harassment? My partner grandma was 79. She didn't want to give you civilians no play. Y'all fired her after all that time. Oh, and hey, civilians, what about that time in the 20th century y'all had all them policies and practices put in place to stop all the home loans and grants for black families? You know, that fucked us up, had us in long-term wealth gaps, and all that job discrimination stopped grams and grandpas from being able to get a good job that kept us in a cycle of poverty, forced us in the streets to figure it out and get it together. So all you niggas that's talking about fuck the streets and taking it out on the thugs, just don't forget who created these motherfuckers, nigga.
Y'all can keep that fuck the street shit, bitch. Fuck you. Y'all niggas ain't did shit to nobody no way, so you can go ahead and say fuck the streets. Just say you niggas scared. These young niggas got buttons now. You still got Oh Reliable in your pocket. Fuck the streets. You don't remember what the fuck you did to Lil Day Day? Lil Day Day ain't finna give you a pass just cause you talking about some fuck the streets now. Day Day still need that, nigga. Day Day and his cousins need that, nigga. It might just be time to wrap that shit up though. Y'all normalize snitching. We got gay gangbangers and killers. Some of you niggas need to be saying fuck the house. Cause you ain't getting no money in that motherfucker. You in there hiding.
Look, my message of the day is being a real nigga will never be enough, man. It's never gonna be enough. It's like beating on a dead wall. You don't get nothing up out of it. You know what I'm saying? You cannot please everybody. You know what I'm saying? So stop trying to please everybody. You know what I'm saying? Please yourself. You know what I'm saying? And last but not least, man, you know, never be a follower, be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Set trends. Don't follow them. Be a leader.
Dni Mike actually has a solid point when you really sit back and think about it. A lot of people started saying, F the streets, not out of hate for where they come from, but because they finally saw the truth. The morals and principles aren't what they used to be. The rules constantly change, and the game is rigged. Between snitches, advanced technology, cameras everywhere, selective enforcement, favoritism, and harsher penalties, it's a game you can't win, no matter how solid you think you are. Only a fool would keep playing something that's designed for you to lose. The other reason people started distancing themselves is growth. Maturity changes your vision. When you level up mentally, you start recognizing that a lot of what surrounds the streets is negativity. Lost souls, followers with no direction, envy, evil intentions, and influences that only pull you backwards. At some point, you realize staying around that energy isn't loyalty, it's self-destruction. When you reach that level of awareness, it becomes your responsibility to speak up, especially when people look up to you, especially when you've got family watching. Telling the next generation F the streets isn't being fake, it's being honest. It's warning them not to take the bait, not to romanticize a lifestyle that mostly ends in jail, death, or regret. The streets can teach lessons, but they were never meant to be a permanent home. The real win is learning when to walk away. A lot of people miss the real point of what was being said. The argument wasn't about glorifying the streets or downplaying the dangers of the inner city. The point was bigger than that. The point was that crime does not have a zip code. It doesn't ask what neighborhood you live in, what income bracket you're in, or whether your environment looks safe on paper. People love to act like violence and crime only belong to urban areas, like it's something exclusive to the inner city. As if suburbia is some kind of protected bubble where nothing bad ever happens. But the truth is, life doesn't work like that. Things happen everywhere. The difference is how people choose to talk about it or ignore it. In the streets, crime is expected. When something goes down in the inner city, people shrug their shoulders and say, that's just how it is over there. But when something happens in suburbia, suddenly it's shocking, suddenly it's newsworthy, suddenly people can't believe it. Not because crime is worse, but because it doesn't fit the image they sold themselves. The reality is this: crime exists wherever people exist. Suburbia might have fewer incidents overall, but it's not immune. Domestic violence, robberies, drug abuse, school violence, random acts of aggression, all of it happens behind manicured lawns and white picket fences, too. It just looks different. It's quieter, it's hidden, but it's there. And that was really the point being made. You can leave the streets, move to a better neighborhood, put your kids in better schools, and that absolutely helps. Nobody is arguing against that. But leaving the streets doesn't magically remove danger from the world. Life is still life. People are still people. Problems don't disappear just because the scenery changes. What changes is exposure. What changes is frequency. What changes is opportunity. But the idea that crime only belongs to the hood is a myth that's been used for decades to label, stereotype, and dehumanize certain communities. The streets didn't invent crime. They just wear it openly. In suburbia, it wears a mask. And this conversation matters because when people oversimplify crime, they stop addressing the real issues. Poverty, mental health, lack of resources, broken families, substance abuse. Those don't stop at city limits. They don't respect borders. They don't care about perception. So when someone says whether you're in the streets or not, things can still happen, that's not an excuse. That's reality. It's a reminder that safety isn't guaranteed anywhere. It's something you work toward, protect, and stay aware of, no matter where you are. The streets taught people survival. Suburbia teaches comfort. Neither one comes with immunity. And the smartest move isn't pretending danger only lives somewhere else. It's understanding that awareness, accountability, and preparation matter everywhere you go. Because crime isn't a street problem. It's a human problem.